Dambisa Moyo, How Boards Work, and How They Can Work Better in a Chaotic World. And How Boards Work, and How They Can Work Better in a Chaotic World. Acclaimed economist Dambisa Moyo takes readers on a comprehensive journey through the ins and outs of corporate boards. As their roles and responsibilities have evolved with the rise of environmental, social, and governance concerns, Moyo argues that boards need to become more diverse, assertive, and knowledgeable to navigate today's complex business landscape. The book unravels the primary purpose of boards, their composition and dynamics, and how they contribute to an organization's success. Moyo also sheds light on the significance of diversity and maintaining ethical standards in the boardroom as firms strive for success in a rapidly changing world.
Corporate Boards Simplified. Dambisa Moyo, a renowned author, Thinkers 50 shortlister and part of Time's 100 most influential people in the world, offers a comprehensive account of the changing duties of corporate boards. With the emergence of environmental, social and governance concerns, Moyo calls for boards that are diverse and assertive while leading firms for the greater good of all stakeholders. She draws a clear link between the board's functions and organizational success, explaining how they define a company's culture, morals, and strategic aims. Moyo is a must-read for anyone seeking to gain insight into the core responsibilities of corporate boards. Boards and governance. Boasting about 12 members, boards are structures of governance responsible for guiding executives and holding them accountable. In her book, Moyo provides in-depth knowledge about board members' roles, responsibilities, and risks. She delves into the processes of addressing strategy, recruiting leaders, overseeing ethics, values, and culture, and custom practices worldwide. Unlike the CEO, the board is not a day-to-day leader but provides a guiding force. Board members can risk their reputation, lawsuits, and financial ruin and rely on the information provided by their firm's executives. Moyo's book provides an insightful and comprehensive guide to navigating boards' complex practices. Proactive boards. Boards must anticipate future changes in the business environment to remain competitive, according to Moyo in her book. She highlights that most boards should not rubber-stamp strategic plans, as investors can influence their decisions. Additionally, Moyo states that technological disruption and fundamental resets require boards to be proactive, especially in anticipating the pressure of low returns and growing talent gaps. Furthermore, boards must compete for the best talent while also recognizing that customer competition is now global. Building effective boards. In her book, Moyo emphasizes the importance of board diversity, specialized knowledge, and adaptability. Boards must seek a balance of skills, experience, knowledge, and age amongst their members to effectively oversee the company from a high-level perspective. Organizations with racially diverse boards perform better than those without, and while there has been progress towards gender equity, women still only hold a small percentage of Fortune 500 board seats. Moyo highlights that boards must prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, by linking executive compensation to DEI goals. Moyo also provides a global perspective, noting that Germany has legislation mandating employee representation on corporate boards. Overall, this book highlights the essential role that boards play in driving business success and the importance of building effective boards through diversity, specialized expertise, and adaptability. Boards' essential roles. In How Boards Work, Dambisa Moyo emphasizes the critical duties of a board in guiding and overseeing organizations. The board should double-check financial forecasts, examine plans through an ethical lens, and ensure strategy execution. One of its key tasks is the CEO succession, which determines the company's success or failure. Boards also handle tactical urgencies and tackle resistance from business units while encouraging innovative strategic directions. When a crisis arises, the board needs to act swiftly. How Boards Work is a must-read for anyone interested in learning the ins and outs of effective corporate governance. Effective CEO succession. Identifying and replacing ineffective board members. In Finding Your Next CEO, author Dambisa Moyo advises that companies should prioritize identifying their next CEO well before the incumbent decides to leave. The author emphasizes the importance of boards consistently discussing the issue of succession, evaluating the performance and commitment of each board member regularly, and removing those not meeting standards. In the book, Moyo explains that a CEO who betrays a company's values or ethics should be replaced immediately. Further, board members who fall short of their duty of care or loyalty commitments should be removed, while high-performing members should not be constrained by arbitrary age limits. Board members' responsibility. Corporate board members need to stay informed, accountable to excellence, and champion a long-term view for their companies, in addition to serving all stakeholders. Boards of companies must recognize the shift in the role of corporations in society, from serving only shareholders to serving a larger social good. In 2019, 181 CEOs of the Business Roundtable agreed to commit their firms to serving all stakeholders. Corporate boards have to uphold these new values and drive change towards providing social and environmental solutions for customers, employees, vendors, communities, and investors. Author Dambisa Moyo advises board members to stay well-informed, keeping up with technology and embracing a long-term outlook for their company's success. They should hold themselves accountable for excellence and challenge those who would sacrifice their firm's long-term interests to secure short-term gains. Additionally, boards should support their company's culture to enable adaptation towards diversity, equity and inclusion, pay equity, environmental impact, and working conditions. Corporate boards that allow discrepancies between their company's culture, values, and observed behaviors or decisions risk losing customers, and find it hard to attract top talent. To avoid future failures, including financial crises, board members must embrace and support new social values and drive change towards serving all stakeholders. Understanding corporate boards. Dambisa Moyo's How Boards Work provides a valuable guide to anyone working in a publicly held company, including executives. With a clear and concise writing style, Moyo simplifies the complex workings of corporate boards, making it understandable for those who have no idea how they function or why they exist. Despite the book's detailed nature, it is accessible to a wide range of readers, from high school students to professionals. Moyo's extensive experience as an economist and member of the House of Lords in the UK makes her an authoritative voice on global affairs.
Dambisa Moyo's How Boards Work delves into the intricate world of corporate boards, underlining their evolving roles, increasing responsibilities, and the impact they have on an organization's culture and objectives. Boards play a critical role in overseeing a company's ethics, values, and strategic aims, and must be equipped with a balance of skills, experience, and diversity to guide their organizations effectively. The book emphasizes the importance of diversity in the boardroom, the binding role of board members in ensuring the long-term interests of all stakeholders, and the rising pressures of rapid technological disruptions and global competition. Moyo provides a succinct guide that's not only essential for those serving on boards, but also enlightening for anyone working in publicly held companies.